Thank you for tuning in to the Motivation Station with Lou Riley. This is episode 1, and my quote for the day is, "It has been scientifically proven that you can change your mind." Actor Will Smith spoke on the subject during an interview with Tavis Smiley. Will's remedy was really simple. He said all you have to do is decide. Just decide, and it's that simple. And I began thinking that so many of us who take a look at celebrities and famous people for motivation and inspiration, oftentimes we compare where we are to where they are, and we become a bit discouraged. We lose a little faith because we take a look at the mess we've made of things, and we figure that the people who we admire have got it all together, and if we could just be like that person, it would all be so simple. But guys, that couldn't be further from the truth. Here's the thing. The change that you ultimately want looks absolutely nothing like the first step it takes to get there. Let me say that again. The change that you ultimately want looks absolutely nothing like the first step you must take in order to get there. So how does this all work out? Well, you see, if you learn how to break down your goals into smaller pieces, you may then be able to better understand the importance of what we consider to be those baby steps. For example, I recently made a decision to run this year's country music marathon, half marathon, 13.1 miles. I downloaded a training schedule for the half marathon from the internet. The training schedule breaks down the 13.1 into a 10-week program that builds you up to being able to run the half marathon. Now, I guarantee you that day 1 of the training does not say run 13.1 miles. That would be ridiculous. Instead, it takes that goal of running that half marathon and it splits it up into smaller, easier to digest pieces. And if you simply focus on completing the task behind those pieces, then eventually the program builds you up to being able to run a half marathon. And even before you begin this 10-week training program, you are advised to have been running consistently for 4 to 6 weeks, and that you be able to run for 30 minutes non-stop when you begin this program. So guys, I take that and I take a look at the way we are about the things we want in life. We see it, and sure, we start thinking about the things we need to do and the things we need to line up in order to make it happen. But then we start looking at the time commitment, the work that's involved. We start to look at how far away we actually are from where we actually want to be, and we become intimidated by that distance. It's no different than people who hit the gym January 1st and promised that they would change their life around. And I think that's a beautiful thing that anyone's made that decision. But here's what I know for a fact. That by mid-February, the majority of those people, let me say this, many of those people, we won't say majority yet, but many of those people are going to fall short. In fact, some will make it through their first week if they're really exercising. Because you need to have brought something to the table in order to maintain a regular routine. You just don't jump inside the gym and grab the weights and do these things, guys. There are things that you have to do to prepare yourself. And so such is the case with life, and such is the case with the goals and the things you want to do, you want to have, you want to become. You've got to put in the behind the scenes work in order to be a star in front of the camera. So instead of becoming discouraged, take into account that the big things always started off as little things. Guys, this is Lou Riley, personal development guru and social media marketing consultant in Nashville, Tennessee. Learn more about me by visiting my blog at www.lourileylive.com. I look forward to sharing more with you. Be on the lookout for episode 2. Take care, guys. Until then.